This video is going to be about a new launch in Al Furjan by Danube. So right now is April 23rd. Expression of interest started. The launch is going to be, I believe, next week, full launch. So Danube is a respectable developer in Dubai, which has he came up with the payment plan of 1% per month. So the location is in Al Furjan, which is basically from it's right next to the metro, about 600 meters here where it says Gardens Metro, and next station is Jebel Ali, and after that is the MCC. So that means you're already in the Dubai Marina area. So it's very close to Dubai Marina. So this is more on the location, on the plot. This is how the building is going to look. So it's in a calm. Al Furjan is a very established area already. That is, I like it because I live personally in Al Furjan, so I like that I'm right next to the marina. So, and also this location is very near to the new Al Maktoum airport. So location wise, I love the place. I've been living there since last year, about March. So in Al Furjan, they already have pearls. It was sold out. Gems. It was sold out, and this is the latest one. So, for instance, this is how the lobby will look. The elevators. There will be an infinity pool. This is how the pool deck area will look. Of course, there will be a gym. There's going to be about 30 plus amenities. Aquatic gym on the outside. So this is going to be cool. An outdoor gym, basketball courts, tennis courts. So it's going to be a great place to do activities in your own building. That's a fact. So here the number start is 900,000 AED for the studio. So if we divide that by around 446 square feet, 900,000 divided by 446, it's about 2,000 AED per square foot. If we take 2,000 and divide it by 3.65, we get $547 per square foot. That's the number. So the number is very decent. These are more of the renders. So outdoor cinema, outdoor dining, barbecue area. So definitely a fantastic place. And if you don't want to overpay for Dubai Marina, this is definitely a great bet. A lot of people like to do Airbnb in Al Furjan, and it's a family community. There's schools, there's a little community like where the Spinneys are, McDonald's in Al Furjan. So it's a well-established area. So we have business center, we have spa, salon. Everything's going to be in the building. Prayer rooms. This is the interior. So they have a one bedroom, for instance, that can convert into a two bedroom, meaning if you see this panel, your living room and your kitchen space can be closed off. So that's also good to know if you want to just cover the kitchen off and block it out when you're cooking or if you have guests or whatever the case may be. So this will come, of course, fully furnished. See here, you can see this sliding doors, the glass ones, where you can cut off the living space from the bedroom space. So this can be done in the studio, which will make it like a one bed from a studio or from a one bed to a two bed. It's convenient. It actually is. So the bathrooms will look like this. Right now, I live in Al Furjan and I see that let's say a developer by a different developer, which is I would say a lower rank. I'm not gonna shout out any names, but right now this month a one bedroom is going for 100,000, 95, 100,000 AED per year. There are some that go for like 105, 110. So if you're looking at something like a one bedroom investment, you can safely say right now you will be getting 100, but the handover date is in 2028. So you can probably add 10% per year to the rental income. So the Flex Studio starts at 900,000, 446 average size. A one bedroom Flex, 1,300, 1,300,000. So this comes with an office, a maid's room. The maid's room is big enough that you can have it as a kid's room also. We'll go over the floor plans and you'll get to see that also. So we have the three bedrooms also. They start at 2,350,000. So let's take a look into the floor plans so we can see exactly what we mean. So this is how the studio looks. Over here, this guard. So this is where you can block off the sleeping space from the living space in the kitchen. So that's definitely something. It's very convenient, I would say. This is a different style of studio, but I would not go for this because it's you're going to be paying an extra service charge for this extra balcony that you probably don't need. Maybe some people do, but I would get with the smaller balcony. That's just my suggestion. So if we look at a one bedroom, there's different types. So let's see. When we come in, we have the maid room on the left, which can be converted into a smaller bedroom or kids' room, and it has a bathroom inside also. Then we have a powder room, bathroom, just over here on the right side. We have the kitchen. Then we have a living room coming out to the balcony. If you go left, you have a little office space. So you have a little workspace. You have the bedroom, which then you can come into the dressing room and into the other bathroom. So this kind of layout, I think, makes a lot of sense. It's very good, and as you can see, between the living room and the kitchen, you can close this off. You can do it all the time. So they are like sliding doors. So that's pretty convenient. So here you have a maid's room, which can be a child's room, or depends on your preferences. You have a little office. You have a bedroom. So this starting place is 1,300,000. So this layout is pretty good. Then we have this kind of layout, but this balcony is more bigger, which is an extra square footage that you will pay service charge for. So in the eyes of an investor, it's extra money to spend. So a two bedroom looks like this. We have two bedrooms coming out. This two bedroom is also nice. You have both of the bedrooms coming out to the balcony and the living room. You have the dressing here, kitchen here, bath for this bedroom and the living room, one bath for the master bedroom with the dressing room. You have the maid's room at the entrance. So you can even say that this is, like a small three bedroom. And at the entrance is a powder room. So this is another layout, but there is uh, too much balcony. Because don't forget that square footage you're paying for, and you're paying a service charge for it. That's the only reason I mean, it's cool that it goes all around the apartment, but to me, it's a waste of money. But some people prefer that. I mean, if you have a kid and you want them to ride around on the bicycle around the apartment, I guess you can do that. Maybe this is more convenient, but I don't like that right at the entrance. Right at the entrance is a bedroom, so I don't think that's really convenient. and there's no maid's room. So this layout, not for me. So this is how the three bedroom, also the balcony go overlaps the whole entire apartment. You have the living, kitchen, bedroom one, bedroom two, bedroom three, all of everything's coming out to the balcony. You have the entrance here, the powder room is right there, and the kitchen after, and the living. So this is I like this kind of style. This makes sense. This is the other layout, pretty similar, but it has a maid room. So you have one bedroom, two bedroom, three. You have the maid room here, bathroom, powder. For the master bedroom, you have the dressing room, the closets, the bathroom. You have a storeroom over here, which you can store your maybe clothes or washing machine or utensils, whatever the case may be. Of course, this will come up fully furnished, fridge, stove, the works. This is another layout, type C, three bedrooms in a row. From the entry, the kitchen, living. This is decent layout also. Then there's a D. Here, when you walk in from this side into the kitchen, then the living, and then you have bedroom one, bedroom two, and master bedroom here. And you have a maid room, which can be a small kids room, so that it can be like a four-bedroom basically. So it has a maid room with bath and a storeroom. Storeroom we have over here next to the kitchen, where you can keep up to you. So this is the different view. There's city skyline views, there's gardens views. So it's Tower A, Tower B connected. You have the pools, you have the amenities, you have the tennis courts, you have plenty of activities right in your building. So there's over 30 amenities. They're listed here. Actually, it's 39. We can say that. So about the payment plan. So for instance, if you book now, how it happens is you put in the EOI, got 2% of the purchase price, 25, 50,000 AED, whatever the case may be. Within a week, Danube will send you an invoice for 10% and the 4% due by land department. After a month, in June, you pay the other 10%. From August 2025 to March 2026, 1%. You have one bullet payment in April 26, 7%. Then from May to March 27, 1%. Another bullet payment in 27 of 6%. Again, the 1%. Then another bullet payment, 6%, April 28. Then a 1% uh, in May 2028. And then starts your 30 months post handover payment plan. So if you bought it as an investment, and let's say I get you a tenant or whatever the case may be, then that tenant can basically be helping you pay off your 1% payment plan to the developer. And if we look at the numbers, for instance, for a one bed, and we're looking at the 1% in euros, so it comes out to 3,293, which are most of the time up until handover at 1%. In AED, it's 13,500 a month. The first initial 10%, 135, then in June, 135. So the month you pay the 10% and the 4% to buy land department, you get a month break, you pay another 10%. Then the next month you start with the 1%, and you'll have some bullet payments every year, 6 or 7%. So towards the end, on handover, July 2028, you will have paid 230,000 euros or 945,000 AED. And then the balance is 405 AED or 98,000 euros. This you split it into 1% per month for 30 months, and you just hold on to that for the post handover payment plan. So the starting prices for the one bed are from 1.3, but let's say 1.350 for maybe a higher floor, a better view, because everything can change in regards to the view. The higher the floor, the more you pay. So for instance, the 4% Dubai land apartment will come out to like 13,500 euros, 55,000 AED. If we look at a studio payment plan, that means monthly if we're looking at 900,000 purchase price, the monthly payment will be like 9,000 AED, which is roughly $2,500 per month. Then the bullet payments, the initial payment 24, let's say 25,000, then the other 25,000 within these 2 months, or 90 AD. So this is very realistic. It's pretty flexible, especially with the 30% post handover. Because if you're an investor and you put in a tenant, you're like saving 30% because your tenant's going to be paying that. Plus, you don't have to furnish the apartment because it's coming fully furnished. You just gotta buy a TV or a couple of them, and that's it. So, about the location, once again, if we look at the Dubai Metro map, this is the gardens. So, it's 600 feet from the gardens metro. If you take the metro, the next station is Jebel Ali and then DMCC. If you get out on DMCC, this is where Dubai Marina Mall is, Dubai Marina, and you can walk from the MCC Metro right onto the beach. It will take about 10-15 minutes, depends how fast you are. And by car, if we look on Google, it's about 7 kilometers to Dubai Marina, and Dubai Marina prices are times three, times four than what you can get very nearby. So by car, it's 7 kilometers, 15 minutes. So you're in a good position. You're in a great location. You're next to Dubai Marina. You're next to the new airport, Al Maktoum. You're also very close to the new Palm Jebel Ali. Let me show that. Palm Jebel Ali is right here. So the location is great. I've been living there. I love it because it's a quiet place. Um, it's a lot of families. There's schools. There's kids. I'm surrounded by a villa community, just like this building will be. So I like it. I prefer that because, uh, Dubai Marina is very, very congested with tourism and a lot of people. So whenever I want to go out there, it's just 15 minutes away. And then I can go back to my quiet place in Al Furjan. So I picked this place a year ago. I'm very happy living there. And I'm sure you would be. And if you are going to rent it out, I'm sure your tenants are going to be happy. So if this is interesting for you, or you want to speak about any other projects, any other locations, feel free to contact me. My contacts will be in the description. There is no agency brokers fees when you buy off plan in Dubai. The price is the same if you go back to the developer or if I do the work for you. But I'm here to build relationships. So if you want to rent it out later, I'll take care of it. If you want to apply for a golden visa, residency, that's all possible. And bank accounts. Once you sign the sales purchase agreement and the documents from the Dubai Land Department and they register, the amount you need for a 2-year residency visa, residency card, it's 750,000 plus. So even by buying a studio here, you qualify. And if the price is over 2 million, you can get the 10-year golden visa. It's also, you can always extend it as long as you don't sell the property, or as long as you have another property. So that I can explain everything. So this is a very realistic situation where you can get something decent at a decent price because the prices are going to keep going up. The Dubai real estate market is only about 25 years old. So soon they will get to London and New York prices and all of this. So the prices keep going up every year, and don't wait for no crash. It's not going to happen with the things that are going on. The government is extremely smart. They're doing everything step by step. They have the 2030 vision plan, the 2040. So the city is growing by 200,000 new residents per year. That means they need to live somewhere. They need to rent something. They need to buy something. So keep that in mind. Give me a call. We'll discuss everything. Have a great day.